Hey guys, this is Mad Matt Wonka here with another episode of Mad Matt's Minecraft. We're here on a level, it's Black 2. I don't know, I should probably come up with a naming scheme for this. But today, if you look at this stuff here and you can tell what it is, I'm really impressed. But today what we're going to do is we are going to work on making a matter fabricator. And there's a lot of stuff going into this and using a lot of machines. And I know we're probably not using the resources optimally, but we're going to give it a shot and do what we can to get ourselves a matter fabricator before the other people on the server. Everyone's kind of like running and saying, oh, we need one. And I'm like, nah, because I don't really want one. But now that advanced solar panels take a piece of UU matter, I had better get on the ball. So the first thing that we need to do is we need some cells. And we're gonna I actually need some more ender pearls. Need to go ender farming. But this building right here is extremely important. Where are all my cells? Okay, this must have been Doom. Doom's normally pretty good about that. There we go. Grab some cells. Now, there's a couple of little secrets that we're going to tap here. The first is cinnabar ore. We'll hit the U button on my keyboard. Frozen, frozen, frozen. Is to smelt. I'm pretty sure we can't ever get 2 for 1. So we're going to go up and smelt some of it real quick. We're going to drop it all in there. We're actually going to be too short from the amount that I want. But we will get to that. How much do we need for the first one? I ought to have 9 for the first load. 8 and 9. Here we go. What you do is you take the quicksilver and you take an empty cell. Hold on. I thought you could do that. Electrolyzing them. It'd just be automatic canning machine, energy converter, canning machine. I have to use the automatic canning machine? There's no other way to make this? That's really annoying. I guess I'm making an automatic canning machine. I guess I'm going to look at the automatic canning machine and see. Okay, you take a canning machine, you add a conveyor module, which is apparently a use for aluminum. Good, I like uses for aluminum. And for that, you take a machine block and a ton of tin, electronic circuit. Okay, well apparently we're making one of those real quick. Turn that off. Okay. Wrong chest. Wrong chest again. This chest. Tin and refined iron. I wish we had the 1.5 shift click thing. I needed a circuit. Dang it. Yeah, wish we had the shift click thing, or the click drag thing, where you can easily make loops and stuff, but we're still languishing here in 1.47. There we go, automatic canning machine. Now, I think I need, what the heck is that doing? I think we need 2 of those. Crap, what was it? It was conveyor module and a battery. I hate making batteries. Seriously, I really hate it. Oh, yep, and now I'm out of tin. Awesome. Nothing quite like being out of tin. Battery. There we go. Battery. Electronic circuits. Now we would need aluminum. Now we need glass. I have titanium in here, don't I? Oh, nickel. Good. Worried that was titanium. Glass? Glass. Glass. Okay. No glass. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Half a feed the beast is whatever exactly I'm complaining of now. But, you know, this time, half a feed the beast, like 2 more, is remembering exactly where all the stuff that you're looking for is. Okay, there's glass. I think you used to be able to just throw them in the can, the Quicksilver, pour it in, but I guess you can't anymore, which is a little bit annoying for me, but I shall live with it, because what else can you do? And here's a machine that I'm going to be using just once, pretty much. Which means I don't want a big fancy setup. I want to come over here, I think, next to this machine that I barely ever use. I believe 7? Yep. There's the generator I can drop down real quick. Oh, come on, give me recipes. What is this? Buttons? I have buttons but no recipes. Okay. 2 coal, I guess. Power? Arrow? You would think these would have mouse over text, but I guess not. Does this change which spot they go into? Sure makes it slower, I think. Oh, hey, that worked, actually. Okay, we need 9 of this. Meanwhile, while we're doing this, we're going to come up here, and we're going to lay down our ruby. And we're going to break it with my Fortune 3 pick, that I absolutely love. Because we need a lot. Yeah, Fortune is Magic's defense against Greg Tech. Once you get Fortune 3, then macerating, or, you know, grabbing a coal block, or something like that, or, what's it called? Coal ore, just isn't really worthwhile anymore. I don't remember how many of these I had, but I think 55 is not going to be enough. But we're going to drop it in here. We're going to grab this flint out, because that'll be useful later. Glass, we're going to grab the overclocker upgrades, and move them around to here, and then forget about you for a bit. Where are we? We're over here. 19, 20. I think we're still down 2. We'll have to go check the quarry and stuff. Okay. You are probably done with that bauxite dust. Yeah. Okay, that's what I wanted. I don't know if that's exactly how much bauxite dust I need. I really don't remember. But for 5, it was good. Yeah, let's see. Where were we? We were now throwing in mercury cells and ferrous ore. Now, when you take ferrous ore in an industrial grinder with a mercury cell, it gives you something magical, which is a pile of platinum dust. Now, platinum dust is used for a bunch of stuff. And the number one thing, well, when we go and use it, well, the number one now. Nope, regular furnace will work. Where are you? But you can also take it in an industrial centrifuge and get an iridium nugget. And 9 of these little babies gives you an iridium ingot. So let's see here. Bam. It's 9 platinum dust. Right there. So, running. We'll get back up here. And we'll come over to our industrial centrifuge, pull out a tritium cell that I apparently was working on, and throw in some platinum dust. And I'll do these one at a time. I believe this will take a while. Let's see if I can't find the recipe. Oh, you can spin it out. That's ridiculous. Okay. Um, what is that? That takes 16 cans. Helium-3 cell? That's a deuterium. Okay. Find the recipe. See how long it takes. Suppose I could hit buttons, but I don't want. There it is. 150 seconds. So that takes 3 minutes to do. That's fine. We're not gonna come over. Actually, we're gonna check our power supply. Nothing in there. We should have enough for a bunch of stuff. It's getting dark. So we will come sleep in the bed. Ow, that hurt. Now, one thing that, what you call them, that you need with the iridium plates that we're working on, is we need to get ourselves some, mixed metal ingots and do some alloying things, which means that we've got a lot of junk in our inventory. I don't need a tritium cell in here. I better keep empty cells with me. I'm gonna dump my goggles in here though. These actually have their own chest. But we're gonna pull out some nickel ingots and some copper ingots. I really don't have any tin, do I? I'm gonna drop some nickel dust in here and some aluminum. Nickel dust, tin, 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 tiny pile of tin. We really don't have any tin. I apparently threw my pick. I better go pick that up right now. There's some tin. Grab half a stack of that. Yay, getting laggy. So, in here, yep, we still got 2 ferrous ore left to go. Not quite there yet. We're gonna drop that in here. Drop that. As you can see, if you've been watching a while, you know that I used to have, a large water source here. But due to lag and drawing a lot of water out from here, I have managed to reduce the infinite spring down to this miserable dump that you see before you, which I think is fascinating. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep drawing it out to where, oh, there we go, water. Okay, let's see here. We'll now throw some water at it. It's another half. Yeah, that'll be good. Actually, we could probably throw it all in there because we're, pulling it out as we go. Let's go check the quarry and see if we have a little bit more cinnabar. Go in. Go in. There we go. Yeah, we need 2 cinnabar. There's 1. Anything useful in here? Iron, iron, silver, tin, gold, coal, flint. Not really seeing anything amazingly useful. Got ourselves a creeper there. 1-hitted creeper. At that. There looks like some cinnabar right there. So we're just gonna dig our way up. Nope. But, oh, it is. It is. Good. Thought it was bauxite because there was more than one. Oh, no, that just is bauxite. Oops. That'll work. 2 cinnabar. Kill that other creeper while we're at it. Clever gal. Okay. Here we go. We're not gonna throw more coal in there though. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of tin. Gonna grab that real quick. 36 is not divisible by 8, which is sad. What? It's not what I told you to do at all. What? Okay, go away. Wow, the lag around here. I don't know what it is. There's something around my base that causes my computer to lag. And I don't know what it is. Apparently one got in. There we go. Yeah, let's see here. Pull out some glass. Good, good. I'm glad I went and put a bunch of glass in. Sniggle dust is not what we need. 18, 27, 32. There we go. And that makes it a divisible by 8 number. Which is always nice to have. I'm gonna keep the bauxite with me. Anything else I can toss? Not right now. Oh yeah, I remember why we need tin even. Sweet. Gonna come here and 310 ought to be good enough. Over to here. Do I have aluminum on me? I certainly have some in here. That's awesome. We're gonna go and copper and tin to make bronze right there in my bar. And we're gonna go and distribute, and that'll give me mixed metal ingots. The first one is done almost now. Second one, I believe they're working on it. I don't know. They should be working on the second one, but I've only got one thing on it right now, so we will have to see. I'll throw that in a compressor though. How are we working on ruby dust, Mr. Macerator? Oh, you're almost done. In fact, we're out of power. Interesting. Click on you. We're gonna give you some coal. Oh, look, it's a furnace. We're gonna throw in the cinnabar ore. I don't have any cells on me. Interesting. Speaking of interesting, we're gonna come over here. The industrial electrolyzer. We're gonna be throwing in the bauxite dust, which I think needs just. I think it needs 8 actually, but I'm not sure. There we go. That's all the ruby dust that I had there. Which is not going to make enough. I'm actually short. Let's see here. I can do math in my head. I'm short 12 rubies? Yeah, I think I'm short 12 rubies. So, you know, that's good. Let's see here. Let's go over to our maker of many things, by which I mean our grinder. And we're going to... Insufficient energy line. I haven't had that happen for a while. We're gonna go... Bam! Break. I broke. Dang it, stupid lag and pick. Okay, there we go. That's fixed. That'll take a bit to recharge. I think we're pretty much done with you. No, we weren't. We need to do 2 more. Where's the ferrous ore? Oh, it's in here. We still need to do 2 more ferrous oring. So we need to go get some blaze rods and charge up the industrial grinder. That was the floor I wanted. There we go. Okay. So, let's see. Now, we're throwing the quicksilver and the tubing. I don't like how it doesn't give you recipes. Okay. So, we now have those. I think we can come over to this machine and just throw all our empty cells there. Oh, yep, we didn't have enough empty cells. And it used 12, which means we don't have enough bauxite. Dust. White. Yeah, there we go. Okay. What do we got in our inventory? Space. We've got room for 1. Excellent. Can I punch it? There we go. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. So, right, generator. Toss that in there. Let's see here. First, we're going to pull that out. Then we're going to look and see what tin is. Tin looks like it's a standard. Looks like it's about 13K. What do we got here? We have about 8 pumping in at the moment. So we're going to toss that back in here. Apparently going to toss that in here because there's a match. We're going to come in here. We're going to say, I don't need no nickel. I don't need any refined iron at the moment. We are going to need a lot of electrum, though. Like, sinister amounts of it. Where's our silver? Silver, silver, silver. Yep. Nope, it's getting nighttime. When we have one machine that runs on solar power, we totally need to go to bed on time. Okay, so now, now we're gonna come over here and see if this is done yet. 13, that's 2 worth. I'm gonna pop that out, gonna pop that in. We're going to pop that on. I'm gonna dump the water cells in there. There's the tin. We can go and dump everything of that. That's got not as much as I thought it would. Down usage. But I'm not sure. Powered furnace, pulverizer, induction smelter, macerator, industrial grinder, 13K. There we go. Yeah, by the time we get back after dropping off this dust, we should be good to go. I also want to drop off the obsidian, so it's not sitting in my bar anymore. Okay, let's do that first. Obsidian off. Good. Second, we're going to drop off tin dust and tiny pile of iron, tiny pile of zinc. That's excellent. That's excellent. We're also going to jump up here. Yeah, I'm not sure if we need. Ow, ow, that hurt. I'm wearing boots. Let's throw that in there. Might just throw the silver right up in there. To save on postage. Do you have any box in you? You're 4. That's actually just as what I needed. This is going to be the time-consuming part because we have to do a bunch of bauxite, and then we have to do a bunch of make it into a bunch of titanium, ending up with a ton of aluminum, which I hate. I hate aluminum. Hate it with a fierce and fiery passion. I don't like aluminums. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we're just going to be macerating the silver. However, we can pull this out and find ourselves an arcane work table. Because this is what I do with arcane work tables. I grab one and I go doom, 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 doom. Clear the inventory of that. I'm also going to throw the iridium ingots in there, 2 of them. Now we need to come over here and see it's nickel. It's nickel. There's some diamond dust. There we go. Now, in this one, so let's see here. We're going to set up, we're actually going to set it in here. We're going to need 12 Lapotron crystals, which is a lot. And we're going to set those up in here. Now, Lapos, do I have more than I need? No. I'm actually just right. Good. Where's our matter fabricator? Mater. What has Mater in it? Material? Mater, Rhinewood materials. Okay then. Matter though. Okay, Lapatronic Energy Orb and Lapatron Crystals need energy crystals, or they need sapphires, because they're awesome like that, and regular electronic circuits. So, let's see here. We have 2 remaining. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. We're also going to need a lot of carbon plates, but we're going to get these in first. This means that with 2, we need an additional, 22. We need 22 of those. Now, if we use Electrum, we can drop it down to needing to make 11, which is still a lot. However, it's a lot less. So where is our refined iron? Wish I had a scroll wheel so I could scroll click this. There we go. Nope, that's got TNT in it. What about this one? Yeah, here we go. 11 refined iron. Now, I've got some copper wire somewhere. I don't think I have. I've got 3. I've got 3 copper wire. Excellent. And I've got rubber on the next floor. That's where I keep it. Ooh, we need to go and check our industrial centrifuge. So we can throw the rest of our platinum dust in there. Yeah. Rubber. Rubber is what I'm looking for. Or apparently, I used it all. Apparently used it all. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Ooh, dizzy, dizzy, dizzy. Can't fly straight. There we go. We have 9 yet. We have 7. And we're working on it. We're actually going to take and dump the rest that we need in there. How are you holding up? Oh, yeah, you're doing fine. You'll have plenty of space. Plenty of space. So, now, or plenty of charge at least. Now we're going to lag frog it over here. And we're going to throw in our 2 ferrous ore. We should have plenty of charge on this. Yep, 85k is normally pretty good. Okay, and now pull out some water, and we'll dump that in the bottom, and we'll throw silver ore in it, and we'll go away for a bit and see what happens with that. We're going to need, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Oh, look, wood. That's actually very useful. Not for right now, but pretty useful anyway. Let's break that, get that back. We're going to need a, actually, for right now, is not a bad time to have wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's 4. That is 8 of them. 8 of them should be plenty. We're gonna come over to this fabricator thing, which is pretty cool, even though people use it weirdly. And we want to go and make, what's it called? Tree tap. I know I should probably make an electronic one, but I really like the fact that this one will eventually remove itself from your inventory. And I really like this feature of the fabricator, where you just throw a ton in your inventory, and then you're good to go. There it is. I think, let's see, we're gonna have to be really smart about these, or really stupid. I'm not sure which one I want to go with. Probably decently in the middle, but I'm not sure yet. Let's see here. 18. How many do we really need? We need a lot. We need 11 gold and 11 silver, so we'll have plenty of that. We need 66 pieces of wire, which means we need to make Which means I don't have enough copper either. 66 is a little bit over a stack. I've got 3, which makes it an odd number, which doesn't help. I got 18, which doesn't really help either. Now, if my industrial centrifuge wasn't being used, and if that's the wrong slot. Thank you very much. Oh, sweet! I did not see that in there at all. So, yep, I had no idea that was there. But, you know, it's kind of what I do. I just throw things where they should go. When I get, which means I have a lot more tree taps than I need. But, you know, when I get insufficient energy line already, break. Luckily, I think I have enough anyway. Let's see, let's combine it to Electrum. Oh, we can also combine into not enough cable. But we're gonna throw in some bauxite ore. Oh, no, we need to throw in actually this cable here. We can keep the bauxite ore to ourselves, because I think if we toss it in the macerator, I'm not 100 on this though. 4 from the pulverizer, 4 from the, yeah, it's like 4 from everywhere. The industrializer doesn't have a second recipe. Okay, yeah, we're good. And I hate aluminum. So, yeah. Hey, look, there's plenty of space. We're just going to throw that in there. And we're going to hit the sack. It has been... Oh, I suppose I should be counting these times. I think we've slept. It's my 3rd time sleeping, which means it's been at least 20 minutes into the video. Let's see here. Look, rubber. That's it for now. I'm going to need to go find more bauxite ore. I know I have more somewhere. I miscounted stuff when I was using... I'm not going to have enough. I did my math wrong when I was thinking bauxite. And so I'm going to have to fix that. What do I have in my inventory? 2 of those? Where is... Oh, right, yeah. The project table is where we have those. Oh, I do electronic circuits, which means I only need 10, which means I only need 60, which means I am still far away, but closer to the goal. Yeah, we'll work off of 10 now, because that'll be easier. Which means we pretty much have the top of it done. Yeah. So let's come up here. Ow. There we go. 18. That's the wrong thing to put in there. We will need even more advanced circuits. Like, we're not getting out of having a lot of advanced circuits. They're amazingly, impressively, extremely useful. We're going to need to throw those in here. I think I'm going to have to go make a blaze rod run pretty soon for a couple of different places, because I bet these have stopped. Oh, they haven't yet. Nice. Wonder if I have any more copper ingots. I really doubt it. This is totally going to be a 2-part video, guys. Totally not getting all of it right now. Because I totally need copper. Yeah. how are you doing, Mr. Connection? 60. You would have to do 5. Yeah, that'll work. For a minute at least. There you go. You actually had enough to do 4. Now you'll be able to get 3 of these. But that'll give me something to do while I let you recharge. You get a 4th one? You might. Sweet. I don't think you'll get a 5th. No, you won't. Sweet. And throw that in here. Now, let's see. We need titanium. We need a total of 8 titanium, which means I think I did my math way wrong. Titanium is probably going to be the most complicated piece of all of this, because we have to cook it in this fancy dancy machine, and we only get so little of it when we're working with it. And we got what? 16 bauxite in there? Ooh, that's half a piece of titanium. Sweet. Maybe? No, not really. We're gonna toss that in here along with that. Ooh, we have 5 chrome. And we're out of compressed air. Yeah, what did I say? 12? Oh yeah, we're gonna need 12 more rubies. Yeah, we're gonna need those soon. So, let's see, how's this doing? 9, that's, 1 ingot. So, let's see, I need more bauxite, I need more rubies, and I need to process everything that I have. And then I need to gather more tree tap and stuff. I'm not going to mass make anything till I'm back on camera, but I think I'm going to let you guys go at the episode there. I think that's probably about 30 minutes of just running around and making stuff. It's probably a pretty boring video. So yeah, you guys stay online, and I will see you next time.